Hello and welcome to episode 4 of our FM20 Network Career from the Honest Football Podcast. I'm joined as always by Craig Savage and Charlie Betts, and they have managed for the second successive episode to stay at the same club for the first time. So, I'm in charge of Tranmere, as you already know. Craig and Charlie are still, for the second week in a row, in charge of AFC Wimbledon. But before we go and get into our big game against each other today, if you have missed any of the series so far, you can catch up with it in the eye above. Please do put a thumbs up on the video if you're looking forward to this one, as for the second time we go head-to-head this season. But of course, my co-hosts are managing a different team. So a quick roundup from Craig and Charlie. How are things at AFC Wimbledon?
We're still surviving. We are still out of the relegation zone. We're not getting battered. We are losing games.
Seeds have blossomed.
The seeds will be they will be blossomed once we survive the end of the season. There'll be nice sunflowers. But at the moment they are just coming out of the soil. But we're still in that survival hunt. But we haven't won. We've lost the last 3 games, but we haven't been battered. We're just losing by the odd goal, and that's frustrating. But I know our boys are good enough. And today's no different. I think it's going to be another hard game, and I'm all expecting it's not a battering. I really don't want that.
The exciting news for you, though, Dan, is the Sean Bernard isn't playing, so that gives you a slight advantage already.
I guess one other question feeding back from the last episode is, firstly, has Jamal Lawrence scored yet?
He should have 2 games ago. I brought him on, and he should have scored. He went 1-on-1, but the goalkeeper saved it. But I haven't used him yet until today.
And one other quick question, Craig, is because obviously you forgot about a moment that happened just after we stopped recording last time. And I know that the player's injured now, but you then discovered a slight discovery about your problem on the right wing. Do you remember?
I do. You forgot you had someone on loan.
I forgot that, and now he's injured again, but I haven't actually used him since.
Which is pretty embarrassing.
So we spent the whole of January trying to hunt for a right midfielder that we'd called back on loan from, where was he? Bradford or somewhere.
Yeah.
And it turns out we had him all along for the whole of January, and yet we were basically playing 3 or 4 people out of position there.
But as his contract's up at the end of the season, he's now leaving, so there's no point playing him.
Because we annoyed him, I think that's why. But anyway.
No, he was in the squad.
He sat for a month just in no man's land in the abyss.
It's all right. He's going. I can't tell you where he's going.
He's going to Dundalk, Craig.
Dundalk. He's an Irish man.
Hey, European football.
No,
absolutely. I have one further question, and this one's mainly aimed at Charlie. You mainly said at the end of the last episode, I'm sure some viewers will remember it, that you boldly predicted AFC Wimbledon would finish above Tranmere.
No. I said it'd be within 8 points of Tranmere.
Oh, I'm not so sure.
I don't think you said that.
Oh, well,
no, listen back. I said within 8 points. I definitely didn't say we'd finish above you.
Well, actually, either way, it doesn't really matter because both are almost mathematically impossible now. So there is a 21-point gap with 9 games to go. 7 games to go, sorry, because Bury aren't in the league. So I'm not quite sure that's going to happen, but we will see. You
only need 1 more point to win that bet anyway.
Yes, absolutely. So a bit of an interesting one, but obviously we're back today for the main reason, which is AFC Wimbledon v Tranmere. Myself going head-to-head with Craig and Charlie. So let's go and crack on into the game. The favourites, as you would predict, to Tranmere, odds-on favourites, winning 3 games in a row after a sticky spell after the January window. Let's go and see who the winners are. Right, we are into the game, and again, it's a clash of formations, a clash of styles, and for Craig, it's the chance to finally go a bit more attacking as the home team, and he is doing so with 2 up front, including, I think, both January signings. Am I right, Craig?
Yeah, and the team list for today: Nathan Trott in goal, O'Neill, right back, Nightingale, Sorensen, Guinness, Walker. Jamal Lewis starts. He starts at right mid.
You got his name wrong again, Craig.
Lawrence.
What did I say? Lewis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jamal Lawrence. I wish I had Jamal Lewis.
Is it Jamie Lawrence?
Oh, I don't know anymore. Sanders, Riley, and Pinnock on the left, who's been absolutely terrible. Yannick Toure and Rashawn Hepburn-Murphy. He's playing against his old club.
Absolutely, and the goals have dried up for him after his good start.
Yes, they have. All the goals have dried up everywhere for AFC Wimbledon.
For me, it's 4-2-3-1. Thomas Kujak, who has agreed a deal to leave in the summer, is in goal. Traore and Woods, the very aging fullbacks. Doyle coming in for a suspended Sid Nelson, who's managed to get 15 yellow cards this season alongside captain Manny Monte. Got Nolan and Adeyemi in central midfield. Lecco back in the goals on the right. Jones and Devitt completing the midfield three behind Danny Hilton up front. We've got Corey Blackett-Taylor back from his long-term injury on the bench. And we've got Harry Cornick on loan from Luton, the deadline day signing too. Morgan Ferrier, former AFC Wimbledon this season. Let's see if he can make the impact off the bench. In we go. It is Wimbledon v Tranmere. Let's get into the first half. Right, 30 seconds in, and it is a Tranmere free kick in a dangerous position. Levitt crosses, Doyle's up.
Good head away by Pinnock by that.
Oh, it's still in. No. Oh!
What is going on there? Hilton's in the penalty, back to Lecco.
Lecco on the left, back to Monte, back to Adeyemi, 30 yards out, plenty of time on the ball. Manny Monte.
Fact for you here, I'm behind the commentary.
Are you?
Yeah, so I'm hearing stuff before I'm seeing it.
Wonderful.
Good, I don't care.
Here's Levitt into Nolan, into Adeyemi. Shoot!
Joe blocks, good block, and we squeeze, and we get up. Lecco's got space. Goal kick, referee. Win off. Lino. Well done, Lino.
He's offside.
What's it there for?
Oh, here we go. Long ball.
Over the top. Long ball headed away by Woods, and Lecco's in again. Back on his favoured right side. Got to score. Oh.
Good save, Trotty. Trotty, well done, yeah, boy.
Straight at him
goalkeeper,
again.
Dathan Trott. Decent goalkeeper.
He is actually. He's doing well for you.
He's very decent.
Corner again. It's all Tranmere.
Hilton's header, and he's got to score and doesn't score, and it's a goal kick. 5 minutes gone. It's all Tranmere. It feels like deja vu. Why is he getting? Don't have a word with him, ref.
I think the thing we need to comment on, Craig, is how many fouls you've given away already as we score. Oh,
Jones, who was marking him on the edge of the area? It was a quick free kick. Referee was talking to Jamal Lawrence, and Tranmere taking advantage of it, and they've scored.
That is not the question, Craig. The question is, did you see that keeper that you've just been telling us how wonderful he is, beating at his near post from 12 yards?
I think it was a good strike.
I think it was poor goalkeeping.
Was it Jamie or Jamal?
Oh, no, not with your first chance.
We haven't scored from a corner. In the long shot, Ash, I don't think we have. Nightingale's header! Oh, it's gone over the bar. And this is what happens with Tranmere, the complacency in their team.
10 minutes to half time. No, 15 minutes to half time. And it's Woods on the right hand side. Gotta be. Oh, that's two-footed. Oh, Levitt. Oh,
away by Nightingale. Woods.
It's one-sided here.
Well, Amy. To Nolan here. They're not really putting any pressure on.
I mean, we can change that, Craig. You're saying that as if that's not something we can do.
This is basically a training session, to be honest. But I say that as you're getting away. And I'm sure you'll score now. Oh, you've got to meet it.
Heather Murphy. Run at him, man. Run at him. He is running. Heather Murphy. Torre through. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh my God. Oh, Yannick.
More positive, Craig. It was more positive.
That was more positive. I went more positive.
Here we go. Win the first
Tommy.
Here we go. Let's see what he's like. Hey, he's done well there.
Sanders.
Free transfer.
Oh, Torre.
He's had a hand in the...
Swung it in. Heather Murphy. Yeah, he scored. Offside. No.
I'd see that from a mile off.
No.
Positive from the well-slagged off Jamie Lawrence.
Jamal.
Good to know that you're really getting to know your players.
Well, I'll tell you what, much better play there by Wimbledon. And it's catching Tranmere out. There's a warning there. A warning for Tranmere.
I'm sure Dan's shaking his boots right now.
He is.
5 minutes to half time. Let's change that with a cross in. Hilton's there. Oh, you've got to get on it. Shoot, Manny. Shoot, son. Back to Doyle. Don't really want the centre halves keeping it there, but it's out to Levitt on the right again. And this is the chance. Into the box. Can't touch him there. Oh, Hilton!
No, goal.
It is just like you've kiboshed your own keeper.
No,
it was dropped.
Oh, right.
I mean, as soon as Craig said this keeper was brilliant, he's let one in his near post and dropped a back pass on the line, basically.
Straight to...
I mean, Danny Hilton has barely scored all season, but hang on a minute. Wimbledon in. Cleared away. Here's the counter. Here's the counter for Lecco. He's only got 2 to beat. He's beaten 1. He's beaten another. This is Ryan Giggs in his prime. He's still got it after the tackle. He's tried to break his leg and he's still got it. He's into the box. Lecco, great effort. Good save this time. And it is 2-0 and complete and utter dominance. Craig Savage, thoughts on the first half?
This is what I was expecting, to be honest.
A couple of chances. Fairly even game.
Yeah, I think the offside decision was scandalous. I don't think how the hell don't know how that's happened, to be honest.
A couple of good chances.
I mean, as Charlie says, a couple of good chances, a fairly even game. I mean, no shots on target to 10, but a fairly even game.
A dodgy goal off ruled out.
Yeah.
2/3 of the possession, a terrible goalkeeper in the home net. And
when your name's on it, I suppose.
Yeah, we're just out of luck at the moment. It sums us up. We're just out of luck.
Well, I'm
not picking up the points, really.
I'm sure that luck will change in the second half now, won't it? Because you've got such a great side.
Because your referee's bribed you. You bribed the referee. So.
Well, we're coming forward again. It's Levitt and Traore. And I mean, we've not scored more than 2 in a game for some months. So let's see if we can change that here. Woods on the edge, the right back. Oh, what a goal! It's no pressure.
I don't think anyone wanted to close him down, did they?
18 yards out. He could have ran in and walked it in if he wanted to. And Craig Savage has blinked as we are paused for some changes. Corner kick for Tranmere. Into the box again. Hilton heads over. Nearly a fourth. And we are running absolute riot here. We are chasing the playoffs and we are getting closer. And Wimbledon just in a touch of relegation trouble.
No, we've done what we were asked to do, which is get them out of there. This is always...
Well, you're only 5 points and 1 place away at this stage. And the other team have got a game in hand. So I wouldn't get too excited just yet.
Yeah, but they've got to play each other.
Levitt to Jones. Levitt again, 25 yards out. Acres of space again and just curls it into the net. I mean, there is no defence here.
I'm delayed.
There is no defence.
It's a goal and it's 4-0.
I mean, there was no pressure again. Just 12 yards out. Have as much time as you want, and don't worry about it. I mean, that seems to be the message here. I might even start resting players. I mean, that's the stage we're at. So Clory Blackett-Taylor back from injury. He's going to come on for Lecco, who's struggled a little bit with injuries later in the year. Callum Woods at right back. We'll bring Caprice back on. I know how much Charlie loves him. Get to see him in action.
Wow, you scandalously sold him in the first place. Anyway.
Well, made a huge profit, so that's fine. And we'll leave the last one for another 10 minutes. See if we can get a fifth.
What this game needs is Neil Daniels.
What this game needs is a breakdown.
Well, Traore to Nolan on the left. And I mean, Wimbledon still haven't left the half. But here's Joe Pigott. Craig, take over.
Next goal wins. Oh, hello.
There he goes.
Oh, we're through here. Sal's through. Can he score? Oh, Kuzak makes a save.
Straight at him.
Let's pretend. Let's
get
pretend.
one now. We might.
Let's pretend we scored a goal. Way.
You have had 2 shots on target, Craig.
18 fouls, though.
18 fouls, 19 fouls now. Southend 4-1 up against Bolton. That's not good.
I'm going to make my final change, mate, because, I mean, it's just too easy at this point. So, Adeyemi's going to be replaced by Woodyard.
I generally think the viewers won't like you.
Well, I've no problem with that because we're coming forward again. And I say that as we go all the way back to Kuzak. But, you know, I think the thing the viewers miss is how much stick and shit you gave me off camera before we started this season. He's going to bottle it. He's not going to be able to do it. And you've gone through 2 clubs and failed with both of them. So
we've improved Wimbledon.
Hepburn Murphy's through. Hepburn Murphy
save.
He's God almighty. I think it's not the stick. I think, to be honest,
no.
It's and plus we haven't failed because
the chairman at Wimbledon didn't recognise our talents and what we brought to the table and just wasted us being there. Really.
But to be honest, the chairman, if we survived, the chairman owed me a bloody coaching badge.
Yeah, and Wycombe, the chairman there was a joke, to be honest.
Yeah. Anyway, crossing, Pigott's header, Sal scores!
Here we go.
4-1.
That's his clean sheet bonus out the window.
Yeah, he'll be furious because Kujak's been beaten at his near post, and now he's paused the game. And the goal difference could be a vital thing for survival, and that could be vital.
Don't forget, I'm resting players late on for my playoff push.
It's not the point. We scored a goal, and we haven't scored in ages.
But here we go. It's Doyle, the centre half, taking free kicks for some reason into Levitt, who loses out, and Hepburn Murphy hoofing it away like they're hanging on for a 1-0 win with 5 to go. It is Woodyard to Caprice, and we're still all at it. It is still all Tranmere, straight back to its normal pattern. Down the line.
Give it away.
Here we go.
Pinnock to McLaughlin to Riley. Long ball over the top. Can Doyle get there? He did get there.
There we go. So composed, Manny Monte. Oh, Traore's not, though. Oh, he's got it away. This is not good.
That's disgusting. Well, Hepburn Murphy's through. Oh, Hepburn Murphy.
He's missed 2 sitters. Honestly, this could be 4-4. It genuinely could.
We haven't had 4 shots on target.
We've missed some sitters.
The referee has killed his confidence, the referee.
Yeah.
And
hang on a minute, though. Danny Hilton's in on the right wing into the one. Hey!
Shut up. Nightingale's a great tackle.
Had to be a penalty, that.
Honestly, if he gives that offside goal earlier, we've had enough chances.
We would have been
4-4, easy.
Yeah, easy.
We've had 3 1-on-1s that we've hit straight at the keeper.
O'Neill's free kick. Penalty! He's given a penalty here, and this could be 4-2.
Could have been 4-4. This is disgraceful.
There's only one team the referee's pity in here.
No, let him. Can we change the penalty taker now? Come on, how quickly?
Oh no, we want him to do the same as last time, Joe Pigott.
Oh,
too late, Craig.
Damn it! Anyway, Joe Pigott.
Yes,
hey!
Tommy Kuszak again.
Fucking bastard! Fucking.
He hit the target this time, Craig.
That's not the point. I wanted Hepburn Murphy to take it. Oh, fuck's sake.
Well, that situation was never in doubt. And to be fair, you're lucky you've been given a penalty for nothing there.
No, Dan, you're lucky to be winning this now.
You're lucky. You're very lucky. 5-4 up. Yeah, and once again, the referee has screwed us.
Absolutely caned
us.
It's
never a 4-1 game. Never a 4-1.
No,
never a 4-1 game. So just obviously for everyone watching, look at the match stats and let me know if you agree with that statement. But
offside, I would risk an FA ban for that if I get a press conference.
I would say we had more clear-cut chances.
I could see it was offside before it came into the box. We are up to 9th place.
Give me that. Where's that press conference? Give me that.
Craig's going to go off and have some anger in the background, but
we had more than enough chances to win that game, to be honest.
There were some more important things to feature on here, which is firstly, I'm up to 9th. I'm back in the playoff hunt with just 6 games to go in the season. And Craig and Charlie's AFC Wimbledon have dropped to 20th place, just 1 off the relegation zone. Burton Albion 5 points behind, but with a game in hand. And this is going to hot up. So I've got a feeling, Craig, that you're going to have some squeaky moments before the end of the season.
Can I just say, I feel like you have stooped to a new low, Dan, that you're having to bribe a referee to beat us. That was shocking for me.
That is disgraceful. That lino, wow. I can't believe he gave that.
The fact that you are still complaining, Craig, about that linesman's decision when it can quite easily... Well, you'll be able to see, Craig, you'll be able to see tomorrow. You'll be able to pause the episode when it's released and you'll be able to see.
All I'm saying is another day, we would have won that 5-4 because we had more than enough chances. I mean, you had a couple of good ones, but I would say that on the whole, we were a more attacking team. We had more clear-cut chances to score, and you were rocked at the end, really. Another day, that could have been 5-4.
I mean, if anyone's in any doubt that this lockdown can make people delirious, I think we've just seen the answer there. So, I mean, please let us know down in the comments what you thought of that game, because I think they've forgotten for the first hour. They didn't actually leave their half of the pitch, but it could have been 15 on our side, quite frankly. So, a very good performance. I'm happy. Craig and Charlie, not so much. And they've got
we're happy with the performance.
You're happy with
the ref.
Wow.
I feel that ethically we drew with you last time on a fair level playing field, and you.
I think we drew both games.
We drew both games. That saw about it. You had to stoop low enough to bribe a referee. But anyway, I mean, you can sleep at night with that, mate. You carry on.
That's no problem, because if we're going on ethics, I mean, over 50% said that you cheated by retiring a manager and making an entirely new man. But we're not going to get into another argument about that. We will be back for one of.
He died, Dan. He died. I can't believe you died.
You robbed us.
We've got one of 2 things coming up in the final episode next Sunday. It will either be watching Craig and Charlie try and keep AFC Wimbledon up on the final day, should it go down to it. If not, it will be an end of season review, or who knows, maybe even a playoff campaign with Tranmere.
Get out of it.
Yeah, you ain't going to make it.
It's an outside chance, but considering we were expected to fight and avoid relegation, the same as Wimbledon have got to do, don't forget, we have had...
We're matching target. We are matching target.
And we are significantly exceeding ours.
Hey,
so that's when you play against 12 men, but anyway.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely finding this astonishing, so I'm going to end the argument before it gets into territory that is not recoverable. If you did enjoy this episode, please do put a thumbs up on it. Thank you for following along with our antics again. Please do subscribe and turn the notification bell on. Check out all the other content on the channel. We've got matchday vlogs from back when football existed. We've also got interviews with former pros and our silly little quiz, You're the Ref, where we talk about refereeing scenarios, and Craig and Charlie get into hysteria yet again.
Yeah, because Keith Hackett refereed this game. It was a joke.
Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we see you next time.